Okay, let's go into this code for Python and the module Pygame to create a little game, very basic, to see how it works. Okay, first of all, let me run the code, and here is our window, and let me change here the name into drawing circles. There we go. You see there are some circles, how we make them. If I go with the mouse inside here, you see that I draw a circle moving the mouse. And if I go out, you can see the pointer. If I go inside, you cannot see it. If you go very slow, you will draw a lot of these circles. Okay, and if you close it, is everything right? So now let's go from the start and let's write again. Okay, you have to import Pygame, and you know that if you want to install Pygame, you just go in the command line, pressing the window button and R, and then you write cmd, and then here you go pip install Pygame and press enter. I already have them. If you don't have them, they will install this way. So you close the command line, go back here and go import game, and if you go and run the program here, if nothing appears, will be it means that it is rightly installed. So you first of all you get to do pygame init to start with pygame, and then you get to define the screen that is pygame dot display. This define the windows, and you have to use set mode to give it the dimension. Let's see, 600 for 400, and you gotta put this into a tuple, so like this. And then you're gonna let's give the window a title. So pygame.display set caption, and let's call it my first game, and then let's use clock so that we can control the frame rate of our game. So clock will be equal to pygame.time.clock. Okay, now we're gonna create a loop. Let me see if I run this, what happens. We get the window. As you can see, it's a bit difficult to close it, but okay, it's a bit difficult to close it. And there is also the clock here must be in a capital letter. Let me run it again. Okay, there it is. Let me close it. Okay, and let me shut down this kernel here. Let me save it. Let me close it. Let me go back to my program here. There we go. We were here. So now we are going to create our loop. Let me make this variable loop equal true. You can call it also in other ways. I just call it this way because it's a loop. So while loop. Okay, this while loop means that we will do many times. The computer will do this continuously. The lines of code that are into this loop, and we are going to do this. We are going to check for events in Pygame game dot event dot get. So event dot get will give me all the event that happens in the window in a sort of list, and for every event of this list, so included in this list of events, we will check them, and we will do this if this event into this list of events, if the type of event is equal to Pygame quit. So if the event is the fact that I am going to quit the window, and this is to avoid the fact that the window will crash, will make me do the weird thing that I did before, I will say loop equal false. So the loop will be false, and so the loop will stop iterating through itself, doing always these things that I will make him do to let game run, and will quit. So now what I want to do is to get a position of the mouse, because okay, with pygame dot mouse dot pos dot get pos, we get the position, and will be two coordinates like x and y. Okay, two coordinates like this tuple. And so then I'm going to pygame.draw. I'm going to draw onto the screen using this function, and I'm going to write it on the screen, this object here, so to understand where he must draw this, and with the particular color that is this. And the coordinates, now we need the coordinates here, but the coordinates will be well, let me do 100, a tuple 100 100. Okay, this will be the center of the circle, and 15 will be the radius, and 1 will be the thickness, let me say 2, of the circle. So now after this, well, this can go also outside of this for loop, and then we are going to pygame dot display dot update to update the screen, and clock dot tick to 60 to stay in 50 seconds. When the loop, if the loop will stop, I will quit Pygame so that everything goes smoothly and the windows will stop. Okay, let's run it. Here it is, our circle, and you see nothing happens. Let me close the windows. It closed properly. Let me see what happens if I do this. It is something that is stopped also the kernel, so that is why I don't want to close it, because I want to continue here using it. Okay, we don't want to just see a circle there standing without doing anything. So instead of 100 and 100, this position, we want to give the position to the circle the same position of the mouse, right? So let's see what happens. You see the circle is not there anymore. It's here, it's here, it's here. It follows, it goes where the mouse is. So if I go very fast, you see different circles. If I go a little slower, it will draw the circle next to each other, and so I will do a sort of drawing. Okay, you can see where the mouse is. Okay, and okay, let's close this. Now we can make also another thing. we can also make the mouse, the Pygame dot mouse set visible to false. Let's see what happens. Here it is, you see? Here you get the mouse. Here, when we are into the window, you don't see the mouse, you just see the circle. If you want this, not to see the mouse, okay, just in case you are playing a game or something, maybe you don't want to see the mouse. So this is the first video about using Pygame. You have discovered how to create a window like with the screen, object with display set mode, how to give it a title with display set caption, how to control the frame rate with pygame.time.clock, and then how to create a loop in which the computer listens for what you're doing and makes something in reaction to what you're doing. So while this variable is true, it will do these operations here, these commands. It will make the mouse not visible, and will listen to every event that happens, and if the event is the type of quit event, it will close the window because the loop will become false, so the while loop will end, and then we'll get the position of the continuously the position of the Pygame with the mouse with pygame.mouse.getPos, and then we'll draw a circle on the screen of this color, and it is black, and and then the position of the you will have the position, the pos is the position of the mouse, so that the circle will be traced where the mouse is, and if you move the mouse you will see this effect. This is the radius, and this is the thickness of the circle. And so then you update the screen, and so that something new will be drawn onto it, and then you have this frame rate to 60, and then you quit. When you press the quit button, it will exit of the loop and will quit the game. Okay, for now it's everything. In the next video we will try something different.